such a beautiful place here. And I love this church. You guys are so blessed to have a beautiful church and a beautiful church family and pastor over here. All of us have been very blessed. I'm going to tell you my story, one of my chapters in my life, but I'll tell you in Sindhi. My Sindhi is not great, but I'm going to try my best, okay? This is about trials in our life and how trials bring out transformation in our life. Gane saal pehri hik sham thiyo ho and pavato hukum asake khabar hai ba main hukum chain kya budai sake to
Love the Lord, forgive,
yeah
and forgive.
and your very important hukum line bhagwan chan. Yes, love God and love your neighbor. And in that, all the commandments come. So it's so easy, Jesus made it for us, that we don't have to remember so many commandments. And if we do that, we will never harm our neighbor and we will please God. As we sab koshish karuta, you asake karno hai, right? Zindagi mein we love God and only kare, we have to love our neighbor. पर कदी मुश्किल थी तो आयो गाल करन एंड हिक दिए एक नंढड़ी गाल मां के इंसान सा मुझे ॾाढी मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग थी वियो वॾो एंड उन इंसान ॾाढो इल्ज़ाम विझा मुंहिंजे मथां एंड मां पाण खे कोशिशि कयमि डिफेंड करण जो पर कान थी सघो एंड मूंखे दिलि हो सुठो रिलेशनशिप हुजे हिन इंसान सां पर एतिरा ॻाल्हियूं ईयर बाय ईयर अक्यूमुलेट थी विया एतिरा ॻाल्हियूं त उन ॾींहुं मुंहिंजो दिलि टुटी पियो ऐं मां ॾाढो रुनम ऐं पंहिंजे रूम में वियसि ऐं मुंहिंजा हैंड्स एतिरो शेक पे कया मां पिताजी खे चयमि परमात्मा खे त मां सॉरी आहियां मां तव्हांखे डिसअपॉइंट थी करां डिसअपॉइंट मूं तव्हांखे कयो आहे मां तव्हांजो इहो हुकुम नथी करे सघां ऐं मूं ॾाढो कोशिशि कयो आहे मूं पंहिंजे दिलि मां एतिरो प्यारु कढियो आहे सभु हिकु फुरो बि कान आहे प्यारु लेफ्ट इन पर्सन लाइ इन इंसान लाइ ऐं मूं सभिनी माइंड में आवाज़ु आयो सुठो त मां थोरी वाइड़ी थी वियसि and यकदम उनखां पोइ आयो जो त मां तोखे प्यारु ॾींदसि प्यारु करण लाइ ऐं उनखां पोइ ही बाइबल जो वर्स आयो जेको हिते मथे स्लाइड ते आहे सिंधी में असीं मुंहिंजी साहेड़ी पढ़ंदी
मां बि कोशिशि कंदसि प्रेम सबर करण वारो ऐं महिरबान आहे प्रेम सार नथी करे प्रेम पाण खे नथी वॾाई ऐं पंहिंजे लाइ भटकाउ थी नथी आणे प्रेम बदतमीज़ी या बेदबी नथी करे भेदभाव प्रेम पंहिंजो फ़ाइदो नथी ॻोल्हे ऐं बुरो नथी मञे ऐं प्रेम शक नथी करे प्रेम बदकारी में खुशी नथी थिए प्रेम पर सच्चाई में ख़ुशि थिए थी ॻाल्हि जो इंसान जो ज्ञान अनपूर्ण ऐं इंसान जी नौबत अधूरी आहे
So this went in my mind in English because I think in English also. So I cannot recite this to you. There are many Bible verses I remember, but this one I cannot remember. So I know it is not my memory that brought it up. This whole paragraph went through my head. And my penje leke kan मुझे जो तो मूंखे ही यादि बि कान आहे मां सॼो हाणे पढ़ी माना तव्हांखे मां मेमोरी मां नथी चई सघां मूंखे पढ़े चओ मां तव्हांखे ही सो आई नो मुंहिंजे उन टाइम में जॾहिं मुंहिंजे मथे में ई आयो it was not my own doing and actually because मूं एतिरो कोशिशि कयो एतिरो तकलीफ़ मूंखे पहुचो in a way मां थोरो relieved was त हाणे I want to परमेश्वर के चाहती मां नथी करे सघां मां सॉरी आहियां मूं तव्हांखे डिसपॉइंट कया that it's I'll be off the hook basically not to try anymore and I felt like all the records that go wrong in a person the whole records everything came in flooding in my in my I had a record. I said I will tell my husband about this and then when this came on my mind he says love does not keep a record of wrongs. I was so shocked. The trembling of my hands stopped. And ek shanti sado dil je matha chiyo and ek mujo mind mein shanti achi rahi. Jeko andar tufan ma garho emotions ja sado stopped yo. And I couldn't understand my samji kan sakes chapyo the. And my husband came back from his trip in China after some time. And when he walked into the house, he saw me and he was so joyful. Okay, you see, like gift and business trip like to the China fair. Like a gift and I was quiet was because of what happened. The gift and I was really surprised. Child gift vendor sample line kadi vikranda kane vendor ke chain minji wife Christian ma muke please yo vendor jo ma sample kan vikranda but chains minji wife Christian vendor right away chain tikai to what bali the what ayo and muke dene and jadi muke hath mein milyo this was the gift. You can put on the slide. No, the first slide. Slide number 1. Yes, this was a gift. Can you read what it says?
That was
And this is just like within 1 or 2 hours. I can't remember now. I wish I would have recorded this. Of me thinking that thought and getting this gift in my hand. And if you all have seen a Bible, you know how thick the Bible is, how many verses there are in the Bible, how many things he could have chosen from the vendor, but this is the one he chose. And my Bible is itra verses ain. Yoi gift ne ke ho chunde sabne gift ma. Yo kuch bachi sake ha par yoi gift chunde and kadi kan vatan do I mean like kuch Christian gift. Yo perio Christian gift what he did okay. And when mujhe to mo magalai kan sakes because I was actually in shock and I felt mujhe dil mein परमेश्वर चेतनो तो समझो तो यो सजो इमेजिन कयो पंहिंजे माइंड में पर मां तो केतो यो चा तो उन का पो मुंहिंजो हस्बैंड मूंखे चई हल ॿाहिरि था हलूं ऐं असांजो दोस्त आयो आहे अमेरिका जो ट्रिप मां ऐं असीं चई अच असांजे घर अची कॉफी पी ऐं नॉर्मली मुंहिंजो जहिड़ो मूड ईअं हूंदो आहे न लाइक अपसेट हूंदो आहे त मूंखे कान वणंदो आहे मां ॿाहिरि वञा मां पंहिंजे हस्बैंड खे चवंदी आहियां घर में मूवी था ॾिसूं ॿाहिरि नथा हलूं अच पर उन ॾींहुं मां बि डिफरेंट वे में फीलिंग हो मुंहिंजो चयोमांसि ठीकु आहे हलो था बट आई वॉज ॾाढो क्वाइट हुअसि मां सम्झी कान पई सघियसि छा पियो थिए आई एम नॉट एक्टिंग नॉर्मल माय हस्बैंड नॉट एक्टिंग नॉर्मल बाय बाइंग मी अ क्रिश्चियन गिफ्ट सो इट वॉज अ वेरी unusual being home you know so then असीं वियासीं पंहिंजे दोस्त जे घर ऐं मुंहिंजो दोस्त मुंहिंजो वाइफ असांखे ॾिसी ॾाढो ख़ुशि थिया ऐं असांजो दोस्त चयो पंहिंजे वाइफ खे have you given Chitra the gift I bought for her from the States and have you Chitra ke gift you know my name is also Chitra by the way so she said no una na chyo na ma रोज़ घर जल्दी आयसि असीं ॿई साॻे हंधि नौकरी कंदा आहियूं चई हफ़्तो लाइ मां रोज़ गॾिजंदी आहियां हिन सां पर मूंखे विसरी वेंदो आहे बैग में विझनि ऐं मां हिनखे ॾियां त चई हाणे खणी अच गिफ्ट चई मूं पंहिंजे ज़ाल लाइ बि वरितो तुंहिंजे लाइ बि वरितो वठ एंड देन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड Yeah, pendant ho. Ji, call in the pendant ke. The next slide, please. And under, it's so small. Under Sagyo 1 Corinthians 13. And I was so stunned, I couldn't say anything to anybody. It was just something like, you know how when Mary kept the things in her heart, my andar dil mein yo galu rakhyam, because I was really fearful. The Bhagwan ke kuch jevat ho, and I need to follow what he's saying. And it was a joy, it was a peace, it was so many, I cannot explain to you the emotion. And then I went to bed that night thinking, musocho na rado musocho, ये सारी मुखे रोज पे करचे उनके हफ्ते ला विसरियो यो मुखे ने look at God's उन्होंने timing of God's precision. He made her forget उनके विसरियो जो the God जो purpose हो उनके already खबर हो छाती दो मुझे life में and वो छा गालाएं दो मुझे life में already because जब ते rely करो ता भगवान जे माता केरो वो तकलीफ ताकि अजय तो भगवान बोते तो Bhagwan Jito anxious nati, and do not be anxious, do not fear, but in everything, in prayer and supplication, Bhagwan emana pratna mein sab jo ta jo taklif hai, dukh hai, Bhagwan ke budaya. Bhagwan gentleman hai, wo only move kando jadi te inde ke panjo taklif bonainga. Sambar, and one of my pyar sambaryo, my relationship better theo, my Saturn मुझे like brought, you know, even though मुझे Saturn के कुछ खबर का ना मुझे तकलीफ जो they somehow God brought people after people mano भगवान मोकले होते angels वांगर, even Sunil's sister Paul and many came. And they prayed, and my life changed. On the 50th birthday, God reminded me again of the one more. Same thing, my friends didn't know that this was an important verse. All of them got together and got this